Today is March 7th. That's what we're working on. We've got a lot of rust here where this seam seal is at. It's always seam seal with this car, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna probably use a wire wheel on all this, get it as far as I can. And I mean, I'm kind of glad that most of the lip is still here, so that's really good. I got some more of that PL Max shit that I used on the hatch. It seems to be holding up pretty well, surprisingly. And the same thing on here on the rear passenger side. Why? It's just these two doors. Why is that? Because there's nothing like that on the driver's side or the front passenger side. It's clean. So it's only these two doors. They're doing that. What? That makes no sense. I mean, this one's starting to do it a little bit. Actually, a lot. You can see where it's bubbling up and shit. Fuck, I might have to do all three doors, honestly. Yeah. I'll look at this one. No promises. And I guess also at some point I need to get some wire that goes down here through the rocker that goes to the cigarette port that's in the back. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. It wouldn't be tedious, I don't think. I mean, honestly, I'd only have to take off like these two panels right here possibly and then just fish it through this area. I'm not sure what all wiring is actually down here, to be honest. But it wouldn't be too hard, I don't think. I guess I'm going to get started. I'm going to get a wire wheel and I guess get this stuff down to bare metal if I can. Got all this sanded off. You can see how bad it's been in this chunk right here. Just get a headlamp on that. Lot of bad shit. Got as best as I can. Can you focus for Christ's sake? Yeah. So we got. Getting this area was kind of a bitch, but I got it. Ended up having to use a chisel and this handmade hammer. Got it down to primer in some areas and then bare metal in some other areas, but as long as the rust converter is able to stick to it, I have no issues. We'll see how that works. I hope it works, because I'm going to have to do that with 3 other doors. I'm probably just going to stick with 2 for now, since the left rear passenger door is okay. It's just starting to rust, which usually means it's probably pretty fucking bad. And this, oh my god. I need to get this replaced. I need to get new shit. Got second coat on. It was a bit heavy. I'm going to wait for this to dry for a little bit. And I think I'll start probably putting that primer on there and get like 2-3 coats of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to prime and then seal and then paint it something else. I'm not sure what color I want to go for. I might go for yellow. I don't think I brought any more paint with me, so I'm going to have to grab more, maybe? I'm not sure. I might end up just redoing this over at the house, because I wish I brought it with me. Oh, I wish I should have brought it with me. Oh well. This will be fine enough just to get this primer on here for now. Got the first layer of primer on there. I'm going to have to redo that line a little bit, but since there's going to be a separation, I'll just use some, I don't know, mineral spirits, something on there like that. That should work fine. So I think it's like 30 minutes to an hour for top coat from what I can remember. And I did read some places say, oh, you don't want to use self-etching primer over that shit. You just want to use epoxy primer, but I don't have that. That's like $100. Not spending that money. Got it all sealed up. Took the tip to about 3/8. Did a bead across, then used a gloved finger. I got it. It looks pretty good, I think. We'll see how this stuff looks when it's dry. It shouldn't make any contact with anything else outside, so I guess I'm going to start working on the rear passenger side door, I guess. Got the line and stuff taped off properly this time. Looks good. I'm going to start getting that rust reformer on there, because like I got, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. Whoa. I've got some sort of creepy rust in that dip inside. I'm not going to be able to get that. I'm not going to worry about it. But I'll go ahead and get this all coated twice, just about, and should be ready to get the primer on after that. Had some conundrums here, if they'll show up. Yeah, a lot of cracking. I think I just got too thick, and I think the sealant didn't, set up all the way. Probably should have waited, but if it works, that's okay, because it's stealing the cracks, and I just will only notice it every time I open the door. Primer on this side has set up pretty well, I think. I'm going to let this sit overnight, I guess, and leave it like it is, even though it's so weird looking, but we'll stick with it. I'll just leave all this stuff over here overnight, and it should be fine. But I got a second coat of yellow over this that's hopefully going to set up soon. It might reduce the cracking a little bit, I hope. Really hope. I don't want to have to do a third coat. Oy. That's going to be rough. Also, this is, while I was out here, I went and mocked something up like this. This is what I'm trying to go for. I JE welded some neodymium magnets on the back of this just because this is an old Klein Tools, like a adjustable headlamp that like the magnet section broke off, so I just redid it, and it's now just a hand lamp. So again, this is kind of what I'm going for. So I'm going to see if he can probably print something that might be able to hold like two magnets that are about the same depth, if possible. I might have them sort of freely float around just so I can adjust it or have it set to the distance that these are set to, basically. I'll probably have to talk to old J-Man about what he thinks about it. I'm probably going to have to wait another hour on this coat, and I also have to rotate the car again because I'm losing sunlight right here, and I'm just trying to get to suntan a little bit. Same for me, a bit pasty. Boy. Just got the clear on. Ooh, it's rough. That's only the second layer of tape, so I'm expecting that bleed anyways. But oh my god, this is such shit. But I mean, at least it's sealed. I hope. Ooh. Oh man, that looks so fucking bad. Can you focus, or just don't? Never mind. Oh my god. And right over there, like, there's a lot of, like, it's folding off. Yeah, I'll have to get a razor blade to that, I guess. Oh, man, that's bad. That's really fucking bad. That looks so fucking bad. Christ. Oh, it's so bad. How does it look? I mean, it's more distracting, and it covers up the fact that line still looks kind of like shit, honestly. But hey! I think it'll work. I found out way too late that you could just sort of take these things off without having to break the hook. So, because how they've got the hook set up is, you can pull this way and then pull it off and then push this way and take it all the way out without disturbing the clip at all. And it's a bit more finicky to put it back on, but it's about the same. So, I should probably do that with the other passenger side. Ooh, and I forgot. I got this sealant on. It's I don't know, it looks okay-ish. I'm going to let that set for a full day, just because I don't want to risk it. And I'm kind of stuck between doing red, where I picked up this green and blue. I'm not sure. I think I might do red for this side. I'm not sure. But I'm slowly turning this into a car that I cannot return. No one will want to fucking buy at all. While I was waiting on this stuff to dry, which it's already dry at this point, I thought about messing with my headlights, since the lamp assemblies are already kind of badly cracked on the outside anyway, so I'm probably getting new ones. But this is what I got with. So I did a wash of Barkeeper's Friend with soap on this. I'm not sure what grit this is. It's a fine grit. Whenever it took all the yellow stuff off, and then I used, I think it's paint thinner, and I did like a couple like wipes this way. You can probably see some of the micro cracking on there, like the surface cracking. I'm not worried about that as long as it's clear enough. Compare that to this side. That's without putting any clear coat on yet. But I'm still working on. I'm not using the sandpaper side. I'm using the foam side. I honestly might be better off using a a Brillo pad, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. The cracking is getting worse. But hey, visually, it looks better, and the beam is only slightly more in focus. It's still cracking really bad. This time I didn't. I did lighter coats. It's sort of splotchy. I'm hoping that the BKC might take that a little bit, but I mean, that looks a lot better. It's still pretty bad. You can see the spider webbing that's on it. But hey, I'll take it for the time being. Again, it's better than nothing. This is the last coat that I'm going to do for the night for this. Checked this out. It's still a tiny bit soft, obviously, because it got cold really quickly. We had a lot of cloud cover, and there's like no direct sun right now. So, but it's doing okay, and it's safe enough to probably close this door. Yep. Well, after leaving it for about half an hour, that looks okay. That's, not sure if you guys can see that or not. It's got like a slight grain, but I mean, I can buff that out. That looks great. This is not. I'm working on getting this stuff scraped off a little bit. It's still kind of sticky down here, so I'm probably having to wait till tomorrow. Boy, that again. That looks great. Look at that. I'm just experimenting because I don't have anything else better to do. I got paint. I'm going to use it. Got the gasket back on. Again, very easy. It's just taking off. Again, the whole wing thing, you just slide it over each side. Nothing. I'm surprised it didn't tear, but yeah, that's going to be it for the door. So I can actually get this shit closed and get this out of here because I need that. And you can't even tell, I guess, obviously. It's still really good looking. I know that it's still kind of grainy, but I'll get that figure out when I buff it. If I might just leave it as is, because I mean, like, compared to that one, it's night and day. Or like sunset to sunrise. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take that all off tomorrow when I got free time. Oh, but I get home at like 7. Uh-oh. Alright, my head's hurting me. I'm going to start heading inside. Nope, I didn't go to bed. I spent the time taking all of it back off using, what was it, 100, 120, 2 something, and then going up to about 400-ish. Looks a lot better. I still missed an area like right here, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll get it tomorrow. Yeah. Oh well. That's fine. Let's see how it looks now. I mean, yeah. It'll get there. I guess I'm going to start getting this shit back inside, and I wonder if there's something else I need to grab. I mean, I could grab a drill-powered buffer wheel, maybe. Yeah, I might do that. Just got back. Just quick, because it's cold and I'm in my Crocs. It's very noticeable, like, with the actual beam, like, in the vehicle. So if you look at it from inside the car, there's, like, this ring that's not on this side, obviously, because it, lower, and the beam has like I'm just gonna give you like a representation. Like, it has a pattern, while this one's like very interesting. I did miss a couple sections up here. I'm gonna get those when I got free time tomorrow, but I'm gonna be getting back at like 7, so probably not. And I got one of those buffer wheels as well. I'm gonna let this stuff sit overnight, hopefully, and then I'll buff it. Yep, or wet sand it probably. This is 400 grit with the polish. There's still a little bit of orange peel from the clear, but I'm probably gonna take this back off with 400 again, because I've got some 800 right there, and some 1,000 to 3,000 right here. And I got this buffer wheel for my grinder at 1,100,000 RPM. That's gonna be interesting. It doesn't have like a dial on it or anything, so I'm trying to see if I can find like a voltage regulator that might take it down a little bit. Not sure. Some rough spots up here, I think. And I'm taking off some more clear that was on the outside right here, just about, but listen to this. Oh, it sounds great. Looking better too. A couple coats of red on here. It's sticking a bit to the door, but that's just from the tape, so I'll get that cleaned off. It's looking okay, I think. Not partial to the red, but hey, it'll stick out. I guess head back here and get this one back to 400 again. Much as I don't like to, but hey, mazel. Oh, it sounds great. All right, I'm gonna start heading out. This is what we got for 800. Very smooth. I'm gonna do another couple passes of 800 on this, at least in some trouble areas. This looks a bit light, so I might scuff this up a bit more. Not sure. I can't really tell because the lens is so close to the housing, or the lens, or reflector is close to the lens. I don't know, but it's looking really good. It feels great, and I'm generating so much static electricity doing this, which is I'm not used to. But if that works out and I get it to about 3,000 and get that buffed and it looks great, I might just do the same thing with this one. I'm not sure. I'll probably leave this one for comparison, and then in the middle of the night when I'm driving, I'll see what the headlights look like. If I see a sharper line, I'm assuming that line is probably, maybe it's just the edge of this reflector right here, maybe that's the one. I have no clue. I'll figure it out. But right now, what I'm doing is getting all my shit ready. I was able to fold my bed in half, and it fit in there okay. Some guy was stuffed a whole like twin bed in here long ways. And I was thinking, why didn't you just like ratchet strap it? Was it a spring mattress, so the springs might have gotten stuck like that? I don't know. But I've still got a lot of shit to put in here and plenty of space for it, so that's great. Look, big air right here. Fan was there. Now I can stick something else that's fan shaped in there. She's almost full. Yeah, folding that mattress in half has really helped with my space real estate, man. Oh, that's great. Still got, I think, a couple more things to put in there. I'm not sure. I'm taking a break because I got to grab some terry towels from Lowe's. So I'm using that on the headlights. Here's what the 1,000 grit looks like. Still kind of rough, some rough areas, but it'll be fine. I don't care that much. As long as it looks sharp like it does on the passenger side, if more, that'll give me just more reason to swap that over and everything will be all dandy. This is what we got for space. Oh my god, this thing's crazy. It's such a magic trick to fit this much shit in here, man. It should not be possible, but I did almost forget my clothes, but I got these back here, just scooted the seat up a bit, and it's fitting right in that small area, so I've still got room for more shit if need be, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to push my luck here. So I'm going to head to Lowe's, grab a terry towel, and she'll be all good to go. This is what I got. Lines are a bit nasty because the sealant didn't really sit right or flat enough for me to get a good line, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. Lines aren't the best, kind of nasty, but they're raised so they got like a neat texture that I prefer. Clear coat set up right, and paint otherwise looks okay, except for this spot right here where some of the paint came off, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It'll look fine. Yeah. But I'm gonna start heading out. My birthday's tomorrow. Yippee! I'm so happy. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and get this gasket back in here real quick, and we should be all good. Here's the passenger side for reference. It's starting to yellow a little bit, not by much, but not sure. Just got the driver's side of 3K. Had a couple burn spots, but here's what we got after the polish. This thing's crazy. You really have to move it around a lot, or else I had let's see if you can find it in here. More so like right here, that little pale spot, and some up here in the front that didn't get too good, but I mean it. Look at that. Comparatively, that's 400. That's 3,000. That looks great. I've been waiting so long on this. That looks amazing. I'm gonna leave this tape on here though, just in case I need to scuff up any more of this and redo it. But like, look at that. I've never been able to see the inside of this lens. That looks great. I guess I'm gonna redo the tape on this just so it doesn't get all nasty, and then start hitting it down with 800. Okay, I was getting just about done with just messing with the headlights. I just got it retaped and everything. Make sure to put a reminder on there. Got a little bit of rust that was on the A-pillar. That's a lot of Bondo, man. What the fuck happened? I don't know. I seriously don't know. And I'm wondering if that right there is also bogan. Okay, that's concerning. Oh, what the fuck happened to this thing? I mean, again, we found some automotive glass back here. It was like back in this corner right here. I'm wondering if this thing had like some side impact damage, because that's a lot of fucking Bondo, man. Holy shit. Unless that's just prime. There's no fucking way. I'm going to leave it like this. I like that shape. I'm just going to stitch marks around that and just color it fucking whatever, I guess. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's a fuck ton of bogan, man. Oh, I'm going to have to check. I'm going to check on this one, actually, and see what that looks like. You can probably see, like, right here, we've also got some. I'm just going to hit this stuff real quick, I guess. I might as well. I've got nothing better. I've got nothing to lose. Oh my god. I didn't think we were doing another A-pillar, but I guess we're doing another A-pillar. I don't know why there's so much Bondo in here. I can see what I would assume looks like spot welds, maybe? I wonder if they use that to cover up the spot welds. I don't know. I have no clue. But this sucker is wavy. Very. But I'm going to see if I can get this to get smoothed out. I don't have any Bondo. I have not really messed with Bondo, so it's kind of... This is new shit for me. And you can't... I don't think you can put new Bondo over old Bondo. I don't know. Oi! This stuff taped off. This is how far I'm going to be doing it down here. Same thing as I did last time. I'll scuff that up. I'll get that primed, and guess we'll... Oh yeah, I'm going to do wet sanding on this because I don't want to do dry sanding with it. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can see that well enough or not. Let me see. So I got it to 800p right here in this section. Got this smoothed out a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I really don't. I'm probably just going to hit it with some, at least for the time being, I'll hit it with some rust reformer, probably just like spritz it on this area right here and let that dry a little bit, at least on the bald spots. Yeah, that's all I can really do tonight because I'm not painting. I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. to do this shit. Second coat so far. It's let's see here. You can see some light spot where the Bondo's coming through. I don't know what to do with that. I'm not really concerned with it. If it gets coated, it'll be fine. I'm probably going to have to pop some of this off, maybe scuff it up lightly with some Brillo, and then go for another coat tomorrow. I'm just going to do 2 coats tonight. I'm going to let this air dry for an hour. It's kind of chilly out here. It's like 58 degrees, maybe just about, give or take. So I'm just going to sit out here for about an hour, see if it'll top coat a little bit, and then I will I guess I'll see if I can get this painted tomorrow, because I really didn't want to have to do this, but I found it and made it worse. Just look at all the fucking Bondo and shit that came off of it. This is what came off. and it got all over the headlight. It got all over the front of the car. Like, it's, oh my God. It's gonna look ugly, but I mean, it's better than bare metal, and it slowly cracking and eating into its way into the A-pillar. So I'd prefer it to look ugly and be safe for X amount of time. I did notice that this line's a bit sharp. Not sure if you guys can see that or not, but I think it'll be okay. I'm not that fucking worried about it. Got about 17 minutes left for this to dry. I did a wet sand on it, got it shiny, did like a 2-3 light coats over it again, and then let it sit for about an hour. This is, I'm not sure what kind of pattern I want to do. I kind of want to do maybe like a 2-stitch and do it occasionally, just to make it look quick. I don't know. I don't want to do what I did over there, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this stitch pattern is getting kind of old. I'm not sure. I'm going to work around with it, but after that 17 minutes, I'm going to get this stuff all closed up and shit, and we should be all good to go, I hope. Well, good thing I primed it last night, because it was raining apparently this morning. It's sort of gotten down to a sprinkle, but yeah, I guess that's a good thing. I'm not going to paint today. Sucks. I do have to run a couple errands, so grabbing some stuff from our grandma's place. Grabbed a couple things. Got my mom's steam mop and her vacuum poles over there. Also, look what I got. That's great. I'm thinking I might, I've got some, that hook wire stuff, I might wrap it around up through here and then like use electrical tape to keep that a bit more stiff. Not sure. We'll see. It just looks way better, and I can actually see over the big, tall, lifted trucks instead of having to use my my horn to find my car like Marco Polo. But yeah, it's gotten a bit drier. I might see if I can paint today. I'm gonna check the temperature of like in our area, see if we can find any rain coming in the next 4 hours. If not, then I'm just gonna hunker down and start painting and shit. I might do like another like light spritz of clear on it. I'm not sure, but again, we're going with green this time. It's the spring green. I should have enough clear. I hope I do. If not, I'm fucked. Got the first coat of green on there. Kind of nasty overspray and overrun right here, but I'll just cake that down with 800. And finally got the mats in. Again. Got them all cleaned up. Got all the cat litter out of my floor. Looks a lot better. Still some slight wet spots, but that'll evaporate soon enough. It's fine. Again, I've got this taped up. It's not the best, but I mean, it'll do fine. It's gonna be great. Yeah, we've got some really bad orange peel right here, but like after that, it smooths out really well. Train horn. But I think I might have. This is what I got. I'm gonna be quick. I'm train horn. I fucking knew it. This is what I got for the second coat. This is kind of bad. Still very new. Fingerprint. I'm gonna sand all this down to 800 again tomorrow, and I guess do the clear coat. I guess so. Most of this looks okay, actually. Like, it looks really good. It's really smooth. Even down here. I'm gonna let this sit for like half an hour or so just to make sure it's fully hardened up, and then I can actually shut the door safely. Yeah. Didn't have to do much at the bottom. Tried my best to get some of it off, but I don't know, it just kind of got worse. So I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. Yeah. I'll leave this overnight, and I guess I'll get it back to 800 and do the clear on it. Got the last coat on, looking good so far. I don't know why I did it, but I left the door closed yesterday. It somewhat fucked up this line. You can probably see it like right there. The neoprene gasket pulled on. You can probably see like an area like right here where it pulled some of the old neoprene off. So I had to get that sanded down. I got as much as I could, and then I got the third coat on. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm not gonna touch it at all. Probably all day. I don't trust it. And then once I get that, once it's all set up, because it's like, I can handle it, no problem. It's leaving some finger marks in it, so some of this hasn't set up all the way, but okay. But I'm gonna let this set up like all day, not gonna touch it at all, just to be doubly sure that nothing else gets fucked up. And then I'll sand it down to 800p and get the clear coat on, I guess. And then I'm gonna figure out what kind of stitch marks I really want to do on the outside. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Last coat's all dried up. Just got it scuffed up with Scotch-Brite. It's all matte. Looks good. Also got some of this crap cleaned off. I'm gonna probably buff most of this. I've got some of that turtle wax compound. I'm gonna use it like down to here-ish maybe. Might take it a bit further. I'm not sure. I know I have to get this thing a good shower first before I do any of that really. But just for the time being, I've got all this stuff scuffed up on the outside, and it's dry-ish. Like compared to here, there's some slight grip still, but I think it should be fine. I'm gonna just let this sit for the next couple hours just to make sure, because I don't want to deal with that again. That shit sucked. I got this to 1,000 right now. It's looking really good. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get this to 2,000 and 3,000. Just to use my time more efficiently if I can. And whenever I get done with all this shit and painting that rust down there, I'm probably gonna see if I can get like a just pressure wash every bit of this car on the outside at least. And on the agenda is to call Place in Floyd that they've got an 07. They've got an 07 on their property. I want to see if the front passenger, like, inner door seals, I'm not sure which, the terminology for these gets swapped around a lot, but the one that goes on the name is just escaping me, but that goes on the body side and not door side, because door side one is fine-ish. So I need passenger, or front passenger, or front driver, front passenger, and then hopefully the gasket for the trunk back here, the cargo gasket. I hope they're not going to try and sell that with the hatch. I don't think they would, but I mean, I can find them online. I just want to see what condition they're in mostly. I'd be fine to drive down to Floyd and just check it out. Passenger headlights done. Oh, and as per usual, it looks better than the driver's side. No scratches really come. I don't need to go back down on this one again and just do 800 and just start from the bottom and get those bad like 400p scratches out. But look at that. Oh man, that looks great. And you know it's a good finish when you rub your hand over it and they're static from the plastic. Oh man, oh that's great. Actually, let's see how clear the lock lights are. Okay, stitches are on. Got it scuffed it with 800. Looks good. I'm gonna just keep this open for the rest of the night, let these sort of tack up, I guess, and then we'll do clear. That line right there is gonna bug me though, but it should be fine. It'll still cover up the bare spot of metal that's right in the center that is very visible. Okay. This is where I'm gonna have to leave it, I guess. It's covered most of the way, so, you know, down the floor should be good. Definitely gonna get water in here in case it rains, and I don't have the seal in for now, so, but, yeah. I hope no one steals my card. That would suck. It was looking so good. It was really looking good. And then I fucking rested my hand, like right here, and it just scooted the paint. Oh, that's the only spot that looks bad. Oh. But I had to emergency get a can of crystal clear enamel because it just started running out. But I had to reapply some of these because I was starting to sand through these like a little bit. I'm going to let those sit for about 10 minutes and then I'll start putting the second coat of clear on, I guess, or finishing up the first coat. I should be within the hour, so that's fine, I think. Second coat doesn't look too good. I'm gonna do 800p and get the third coat on there, but this coat was kind of heavy, so I'm probably not gonna touch this for the rest of the day. I might lightly readjust the car to make sure it's got sunlight. So yeah. Hey, it looked good until I cleared it. But I mean, it's serviceable. It's keeping this chunk of bare metal from being rusty. So you know what? I don't care. It'll be fine. Damn it! It was looking so good. And some section of this paint just started like I just barely grazed my hand across it, and just it wrinkled up, and then I had to. It just looks like shit. But that's it. That's all I'm doing with color. I don't care at this point. I really don't. It's where it's at now, and that's all I can do. So I'm gonna start first cleaning up these lines right here a little bit, trying to hide the fact that I used acetone and took some of the clear coat with it. So nothing you can do. This is where I'm leaving it. Got all these marks here for position stuff. I'm trying to see if I can keep the spray here. I know I'm gonna have some slight overspray in this area, but I just want to keep it right here just so it's easier to blend, because I know that there's gonna be like a slight line from this area right here, just so I'm not making it heavy. And I'm gonna see if I can get this a little heavier. It's not noticeable to you guys. Well, there we go. Yeah, you can see it. I'm gonna see if I can get that down a little bit. I think just a little bit. It should be hard enough. I haven't seen anything move around, which is good. So we'll just leave it alone. Won't touch it tomorrow, or at least not until late tomorrow. I can actually see where how they've got the beam spread so it goes towards the outside of the road. I was never able to see that before. Wow, that's great. Again, so I went from 800 to 3000. And then did the Meguiar's like Plast X polish. You can probably use any compound polish. I accidentally hit the passenger side with oh god, it was the Turtle Wax, like a heavy rubbing compound, I think, because I was getting some of the paint up here buffed out, and it didn't seem like it affected it. So I think any type of like light to hard might work fine, honestly. Would not recommend doing it by hand because that shit's a bitch, but it's more for like fine line, like small area stuff. But I mean, look at that. Let's see how long that lasts, though. All right, here's a little stupid project I got going for the fit. The front section of my I want to say e-brake boot came off a lot like before I got the vehicle. So I've got this neoprene stuff, and I've got this. I found this behind our baseboard heating. It's like a spatula of some kind for housework, maybe for grout. I don't know, but I got this glued on here with Gorilla Glue. We'll see how long that holds. It's not really a stressful area, but after I get that done, I'm gonna shape it to about that shape, just about, and then we'll figure it out. We'll see how this looks in about a day or so, I guess. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what we got for the paint. It's raining. Shit. Oh, my windows are down. Oh. Cool. Alright. Alright. Also, I did get I got Pay the Girl. What album is this? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's a self-entitled album. It might be. It's from 2003. Amy Ray's Stag from 2001. And I got Whales Hobo Humpin' Slowbo Babe. I'm gonna let that Gorilla Glue set up real quick, and I will show you what the paint looks like before I get soaked. Yeah, this is what we got. Looks good. I got this gasket on here and this gasket on here, so it's setting up well. It's all hard. I'm assuming that I may or may not have gotten the metal side like too too smooth. Like maybe 800 wasn't enough for it to stick well, so it had to sit and sort of harden longer. And because of that, it was slipping around a lot for the longest time. But yeah, I'm going to chill out for a couple hours. The glue's still trying to tack up, the Gorilla Glue. We'll see if it stays, maybe, but how does that look? Compared to, like an open hole right here. It'll hold up. It's starting to come off this lip a little bit, but it's holding the other sides. I have no issue with that. I'll take it. This is the oil change. Put back 5W30 in here. I had 10W30, or 10W20, I think. It sounds way better. That weird thing is gone, so I'm wondering if it was just bad lubrication to the valves? I don't know. I have no clue, but it's gone, so that's good. Guess I'm gonna get cleaned up and take this thing for a little test drive. Got some new gas, so we'll see how it runs. Should run a lot better now that the oil is a bit thinner, a bit. Got my horn relocated because it going all the way across was, I don't know, making the horns weak somehow. Got this grating stuff in here because I took I took my condenser and shit out. I still have to get the compressor out. I'm going to get like a dummy pulley and swap that out at some point. And also had to do some slight repair on the bumper here. Some bitch at the library, like, she backed into me with like a 2-inch receiver on the back of her sedan. And by the time I contacted the police, it was already like a day out. And they're like, well, sorry, them's the brakes. We can't do anything. So that's great. Paint's kind of spidery, but it'll be fine. It looks and feels good, so that's good. I had to do some more repairs back here. That was from, I'm assuming, let's see, I'm trying to think about, that might have been from the ice accident, maybe? I'm not sure. Got some new hardware down through here, and also finally got all of this in here properly. But besides that, I'm not going to put the bumper on yet because I've still got to get these ordered and my fender liners because it's starting to eat through these again because there's no front support or anything like that. So that's great. So it's going to be left like this for maybe good 2-3 weeks, I'd assume, because I don't have to take that thing off or put it back on, then take it back off, put the hangers and shit back on, get those aligned, and then put it back on. It's fucking stupid. I'm not doing that. So, yeah. Oh, yes. Also might have to change this front pitch mount? I think that's what it's called. It's gone, and that's probably what's causing the weird buckling feeling that I feel whenever, like, I let off the clutch, it'll go sometimes, and that's what that's supposed to prevent. It's called a pitch or a stopper mount. I don't know. It seems like that's the only one that's really giving me any issue, but I'm going to get that swapped out. I found one on Honda Parts Florida for pretty cheap, like 140 or 114 maybe, and it looks like it's just bolted all the way back here, so that I have to take out the fender liner and the other liner that's on the inside of the wheel off, obviously, so I might as well do that all at once if I can. I've got some more clothes to do. I'm gonna head inside real quick. Got my AC taken out. Swapped in the KO5 0340 belt. Look at that fucker. And bolts. It runs fine, but the only thing is, I missed the idler pulley sound, because that bolt hole right there on the block is where the idler pulley used to be, and it was nasty when I took it off. It wasn't on the thing at all, but it did not sound good. It had maybe a couple thousand miles left on it, probably 10, I'd say, but I was just tired of dealing with it. Alright, I'm going to get this thing off the jack, and I'm going to start heading back home 40 pounds lighter in the front. These are the old gaskets. I got new front passenger gasket, and you can see the marks I got. There's like some small dings and scuffs there. New hatch gasket, only one ding so far. Bottom side is great. It's spongy, which is what we're looking for. It's not flat. And this one's, it's mostly just top by the looks of it. I could probably just replace from here to here. What I'm planning to do is I'm planning to take good chunks out of these and then splice them with in the bad areas right here and just use those as spares as I go along. And also got some OE drums and rotors here. I've got them soaking in evaporust right now. I mean, they're looking good so far. A lot better than it was. I'm hoping the hub area is still okay. If not, I'll just have to see if I can sand it as flat as I can get it. I'm not sure. I really hope so. After it's soaking all night, it's pretty badly pitted on the hub. Some light pitting right here and across this here. I mean, the backside is fucking clean. Oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, like, these corners look better than the ones on mine, obviously. Hub's still kind of nasty looking. I can get that cleaned up, I think. It shouldn't be too crazy. But yeah, look at the paint. It's not bad. These things are definitely under 200K at the least. And it looks like from what we saw, like even they had new shoes. So they just replaced the brakes before the vehicle crash, which is crazy. But I've got this rotor in here soaking right now. I probably need to sift that stuff out, I think. Not sure. I think for right now, I'm just going to see if I can get this hub cleaned off a little bit more. I might use a wire wheel maybe in my D-Walt just to see what that does. I'll show you what here's what the shoe side looks like. It's not bad. It's really not bad. There's only this chunk right here that's really rusty. The rest of it is okay. Like, this drum looks fucking brand new. That's nuts. I mean, again, I got all that for $50 and the new gaskets, so that's a steal, man. After that, probably this paycheck I'm gonna get some coolant. I got the concentrated Xerox stuff that's coming in, hopefully. I've got like 1.5 gallons of distilled water. I'll get that all diluted and get this thing full, because again, it takes a gallon exactly. So yeah, cool. Been a couple days. Got all of them derustified and painted for the time being. Well, I just had to adjust my brakes again because this one fouled and got stuck again. While I was down there, I thought, I wonder what this thing sounds like with the muffler off. And now, one of the bolts are stuck. Yippee! Great. So now this thing is mufflerless until I can get that bolt out of there. All right, let's see what it sounds like. It's gonna sound so ricey, man. That wasn't the plan, but oh well. Oh. Ew, it sounds like rice. It's okay, actually. It's not bad. That's actually alright. Alright. Well, that's fine. I've got no issues with that. And now the pipe's invisible. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna go get these turned. New brakes are in. It doesn't sound like there's a rat or something in the right front wheel well, which is great. Going down the hill, or going down the mountain where we're at, usually what I do is I go between 55 and 65, and then when I get to 65, I break down to 55, just so I'm not like using the engine and shit like that, and just coasting as much as I can. It no longer makes noise and shudders and stuff. It's odd. I kind of miss the squeak. But right front looked fucking horrible. Left front was okay. I've got pictures of at least one of them, I think, maybe. And drums were all right because they're not going to have much stuff getting in there. Hardware was defective. I checked the adjuster on this side, and the teeth were gone. So that's why it kept locking up and shit. So that's fixed now. That was a close call because my warranty went out the day that I put the brakes in, but some guy at Radford, the store manager, actually said that, oh yeah, it's the day of that you can replace it. And then some lady at the whole big deal. But that's all fixed now. It's great. Brakes are good. Feels fine. Next things on the agenda are getting the hangers, obviously. Probably bleeding the clutch system. I already bled the brakes. It's clean. It's clear. I need to figure out where the master cylinder's at. And I've read that it's like tucked under the inner fender frame. I found the slave cylinder. It's like right under the air box, and it's got a bleeder nipple on it, so I can get there. But I'm not sure if I can bleed from the slave cylinder, or do I need to prioritize the master cylinder? I'm not sure, but I'll figure that out. And alignment as well. It's not bad. It's maybe like 1-2 degrees off from straight on the steering wheel, but it's enough that if it's a curvy road and I put it straight, it just curves into the road, no problem. I don't go off an embankment or anything like that. But yeah, that's gonna need to be fixed soon, and probably before I put the new wheel wells in as well, just so I don't burn through those again. This is probably where I'm gonna end this episode-ish. I have a lot of clips, so I think I'm all set for this one, because I think next one is going to be addressing, front end stuff, really. Oh, man. Alright, see ya.